All right, welcome to Doomstone. This is the new series slash mod pack for the channel. So, if you haven't watched the prelude video already up on the channel, I suggest you watch that. It kind of lays out the background of the characters and what the starting scenario is, but I'll also discuss it a little bit here, of course. So the plan is going to be, we're going to build a township, basically, in this area, on this very large map, try to get as many families started as we can. We're playing a generational kind of situation here, mod pack, where we have accelerated aging, we have children, and all that. So we'll have our little starting characters build their own dynasties, kind of families. We're not playing something that's super accelerated, so we shouldn't see too many multiple generations. We'll probably see our starting characters grow old and die, but we won't see 6 generations of colonists. We're a little slower than that on the age progression here. Because the goal is really just to see, these guys start a thriving town and see how it grows up around them, right? So our characters we're starting with here are Sam Hain, Erie Riggs, and Farley, I forget your name, Farley Reynauld. The prelude kind of introduces you to these characters and how they met, but the main character here, the first character is Samuel Hain. He's kind of like a sheriff. He was part of a posse of dino-riding sheriffs who attacked a group of bandits and were unfortunately defeated and driven out. Sam's partners in this posse were killed. Sam was left for dead in a river. Farley then rescued Sam from the river, brought him to his homestead with his wife and child to recuperate from his near-death experience. The Carnotaurus, who has been named Manic apparently, forgot to bury my poop club member. Wow, that's special. Anyway, the Carnotaurus followed Sam to the home. Farley rescued Sam, brought him back to his house where he was recovering. However, some brigands from the group tracked down Sam, where he'd washed up at Farley's, what do you call it? Like a ranch, right? Like a farmhouse? And so they stumbled upon the house while Farley was away, and unfortunately they killed Farley's wife and child. Farley returned to find his home burning down, his wife and child dead. He managed to rescue Sam from the fire. Meanwhile, the bandits had left, and on their way out, Erie, who was drawn in by the fire, came across them and eliminated them with her lightning magic. Erie is kind of a wandering wizard lady. He was kind of falling in with these two in their time of need. So they've decided to stick together, pick up the pieces of their misfortunes, and found a township so that none of these tragic backstories will happen to anybody else. So that's where we're at. Let's take a closer look at the characters here. So Sam is a farmer's son, and he became a sheriff in his adulthood. He is loved by animals and is a deadeye. He's a good shot. However, he's got creepy breathing. Why does he have creepy breathing? Because I randomly gave everybody a bad trait for fun. Just for, so they're not just perfect people. Yeah. And the Carnotaurus is Sam's mount, his steed. Erie here is a lightning mage. And she is an academician. She is well educated, but she left her little academy student and became an adventurer wandering this arid wasteland of a planet. She's our crafting, medical, social, intellectual character. Well, we have two social characters. So she's well educated, and her stats reflect that too. Finally, Farley was a farmer. He was a farm boy, and he grew into a stalwart farmer. So that's what he does. He's got a green thumb. He's desensitized from the death of his family. And he's sickly. Because, once again, random bad traits. What does desensitize actually do? Nothing from lost animals, colonists, family, prisoners, dead bodies. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so he's been broken by the loss of his family, basically. He's our cook. He handles plants, and he can do mining, and he's a bit of a shot. Not as good of a shot as Sam, of course, the dual-wielding sheriff, which reminds me, I need to make him actually dual-wield. Sam, if you wouldn't mind. Equip this in your offhand. Double revolvers. Perfect. But yeah. So he is going to be doing our plant growing for us. He's a nonconformist apparently and relies on his instincts. He likes to be dominant and competitive. That seems fine. What about Sam? Confidant, relies on thinking. Responsible and patient. Cool. And Eerie is creative. Yeah, self-absorbed. Sounds about right. And nostalgic. Those are pretty good character traits. Like, not like legit traits in game terms, but like character qualities, let's say. We're also starting with Phantom and Dolores, our Aurochs. These are random generated names, as is Manic. I might change this name. I might not. Manic kind of works for this Carnotaurus, so I think I'm going to roll with that. I've already set up kind of our initial starting situation. We've got some stockpiles ready to go. We're going to build a little barracks here. Since we're going to be founding a town, this barracks is purely temporary while we build everybody their own little estate. We're going to build an estate over here for Farley. We'll build him a little farmhouse, and then he can tend to these fields and whatnot. We'll find a spot for Sam and Eerie. I haven't decided yet where we'll put them. We'll figure that out later. Oh, another thing we should look at is the ideology. This is a custom ideology specifically for our scenario. It is modular Afanathism. We are a rancher, transcendent republic city builder ideology. So ranching is important. We're going to be raising animals for the slaughter. This means our colonists want to eat meat, and they get upset if they are eating vegetarian food. So, as you can understand, I totally get them coming from this. Give me that meat. We got transcendent. We like magic. Magic good. Magic defeated the bandits that killed Farley's family and killed Sam's posse, so magic is a good thing. Republic. This gives us triple leaders. Our 3 starting colonists thematically should be our leaders. So yeah, first, second, third triumvirate. In practice, what we're going to actually do, the logic was the 3 colonists would be the 3 leaders. However, we do need a sheriff, the moral guide. So we're going to have Sam be the colony sheriff and not one of the leaders. But the triumvirate setup still makes sense. And then we have city builders. So we're staying put. We're building ourselves our own little city here. So we like a permanent base, which means we like multiple big buildings, and we don't want to travel. If we travel, we get debuffs. Debuffs are bad. Big mood penalties for leaving the map. So ranching central, 3 leaders. Magic is good. Permanent base. Fishing provides recreation, because it should. We hate traveling. Dumb labor is liked. We're building ourselves our own settlement, right? So hauling stuff around for that, whatnot. That gives you a sense of community, a sense of belonging to this group of people trying to make ends meet on the rim. Meating is only mildly required, so we're not like strictly carnivores, really. It's just we prefer meat. I've slowed research down kind of as a compensation for dumb labor being liked, and conceptually, it's a lower tech mod pack, so research being slower kind of makes sense. We're playing with Diego Industrial as a storyteller, and he also limits technology that's available. On the flip side, we do have a big mod pack, so there's a lot of extra technologies, even with it being capped to industrial. A lot of this is pretty filler. I'm not going to go through all of this. Marriage name is going to be transferred from the man. We're monogamous as a culture. Violence is fine. Most of this is kind of base game Rimworld stuff. We went for free physical love, which means we could put people together in a bed before they're married. This is more like Rimworld pre 1.3, where you'd stick your colonists in a bed together as soon as they got in a relationship, not when they got married. Waiting for them to get married is a little obnoxious. Plus, we have children, babies in the mod pack. We want the families to grow. This encourages that to happen by getting a couple into bed quicker, rather than having to wait for the actual marriage to happen. Then our roles. We've got 3 leaders, the first, second, and third triumvirs. We've got the conduit, which is a magic role. We're not going to give this to Eerie. We're going to give her a triumvir role, but this is something for future mages that join the colony to have more of a magic aspect going on here. And I guess I should explain what's in the mod pack a little bit. So this is a Wild Western themed mod pack, but with a supernatural bend to it. We've got vampires, werewolves, Lovecraftian monsters, magic, enchanted items. So it's a Weird West kind of Lovecraftian horror vibe with a Western vibe mixed together. And then we got a rancher is our other animal or other role here after the sheriff, of course. The sheriff being the standard moral guide role. The rancher obviously deals with animals. This could be a role for Farley, but Farley's more of a farmer than a rancher. Then we got our rituals. We can do some magic interaction here with the blue oration and the void link. Our funeral, pretty standard stuff. We've got a few different festivals. We've got the turning of the wheel. With every year that goes by, we do a symbol burning. We've got the harvest festival. As fall comes around, we can do that festival to celebrate the harvest. And then we have an anytime ritual, which is this skylighting where we release lanterns. In our special buildings, we've got our elder sign, which is our primary little ideological symbol here. We build bonfires. We got pews for our little church. And then we've got the icon of the Great Devourer, an eldritch being that consumes all. We also have a couple of relics. We'll probably try to go out and get these, but since our colonists hate travel, it's going to be a little bit arduous. But we've got the hex shooter and we've got the long arm of the law. So yeah, that's what the ideology is like. So let's let these guys get going. Yes, vampire settings are going to be standard. A roof has collapsed because it was too far from support. That is a lie. I edited this map manually, which is why there's some big open patches here of just stony soil. That's where I made some changes to fit everything in. Yeah, we got Giddy Up for rotting, as you could see with them just zipping away on the Carnotaurus. Why are you going up here to do this, Farley? Oh, you're meditating at the thing. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Sam is getting our stockpile built. Good stuff. Then you're, okay, yep, running down there in the river. It would have been useful if I didn't have you build that roof tile. Zipping away on Farley to get back to work. Good stuff, good stuff. He's going to pull up all these crops and whatnot. We'll have to find a good spot for an estate. But first we really got to just get like food production going, getting everything stabilized. And then once we got all that sorted out, we can actually really work on building the town proper. So I mentioned before, we're going to give everybody their own estate, but we're also going to have, at least the long-term goal is to have a bunch of other aspects of the town, like a saloon, common areas, individual like businesses and stuff too. And what I want to do when we actually get a real population established, let's get this rock out of here, is I want to give everybody a singular job that they do, or maybe a handful of jobs that they do that fit with like one singular theme. So Farley, as a farmer, for instance, would just be tending his fields and probably like cooking, right? He wouldn't actually be doing mining. We'd find somebody else as like a dedicated miner, because that way it'd be like a real town where everybody had like a single job and whatnot. I think that would be pretty cool. Erie, what are you doing right now? Deconstructing? Okay, you're probably going to want to sleep soon. It'd be nice to get a roof in here, but we can let him sleep outside. It's not cold out. It's too hot, if anything. And let's get the animals moved out of here. So the animals, we don't need a pen for the aurochs, which I did not expect that to be a thing, but I'm willing to roll with it. So let's get the animals. We can let the animals in here for now, but let's get them out of the barracks. So let's invert that zone. That way they don't cause any undue filth. And we can work on finishing the floors off in here. We got some extra urns. We should install these. All right. Well, now it's just a matter of finishing up building everything. Limestone, flagstone currently. If we pulled in some more limestone, we could just use that. What are we deconstructing up over here? This is all steel, and then we got granite tile. And then this is wax. That's from one of the mods. And marble. Marble might be better saved for art. We could just not put anything else in here. You know what? Let's just replace this with like a wooden floor for now. rather than having to go through and find every tile and like, oh, well, this is flagstone already. We'll put a new flagstone tile in here and not replace these. It's too obnoxious. We'll just batch replace the whole thing with wood. That'll be fine. All right, and then, yeah, our construction projects will be done after that. So then we want to get focused on setting up the individual estates. This is the heal root grow zone, by the way, which we can't plant yet until Farley gets some more plant skill. And we should get food production going soon, too. We got our first fish in. Yeah, I think with nighttime falling, I'm going to pause here and work on some stuff. Okay, I've queued up a few different things here. We got to get our hygiene need met. We've got the latrines. We've got some tubs going in. We've got a little kitchen started over here. We've got a table queued up, and we've got research bench queued up to be made as well. We've got some lamps put in. These are gas lamps. From, what mod are these from? These are from Industrial Age. These use components, but they don't require their own power. Not exactly the best representation you can have of a gas lamp, but it works. This is fun. We have this dream mod put in. So Sam had a bad dream last night about the colony being destroyed on the first day in the colony. So that's unfortunate. Hopefully it just is a bad dream and not anything worse. Our city is growing. Yay. Let's see. Dreamt about their ex-partner. Yeah. Ate cooked insect meat? Wait, is the pemmican made from insect meat? Aw, man. In my very first test save for this mod pack, the pemmican was made of human meat, which is even worse. The pemmican won't last that long anyway, so we can live with that. Yeah, we need to get these latrines built. So that's what I prioritized here, is getting the first latrine in. Sam, you should be doing that. Yep, there you go. I think you just peed on the ground or did something worse. Yeah, he just took a duke right outside the front door. That's not very good of you. But we'll have that sorted. I should have did that first before I even built any of the other stuff like the room. Can you please finish the privacy stuff here? Thank you. Why don't you even do that? All right, there you go, bud. All right, so when all this stuff is built, we can work on probably starting Farley's house first, since I know where I want to put that one in. And then when we have that one laid out, we can kind of lay out some other ones in the nearby area. And then eventually we'll work on like replacing the stockpile with like a proper warehouse building. We'll probably do like a dining hall situation, something like that. We'll play around. I'll have to think of some concepts here when next time I pause the game. I suppose we could just cancel these, because we can see for sure where there is floor. And anywhere we can't see floor for sure, we'll just let that get replaced with wood. So if they pull up some of the flagstones, it's like fine, whatever. Alright. We've got kind of a well queued up here, sort of in a central area for the township. And how long till these fish decay? 8 hours. I could force somebody to eat those fish raw. People like sushi, right? Just to get them used up. I'm probably just going to let them rot, though. It's not a big deal. Actually, the pemmican's kind of getting down there. No, let's not push our luck on food poisoning. However, let's prioritize the stove, Sam, if you wouldn't mind. A visitor, Brana Boar, reclusive child. You literally are a 13-year-old child just showing up. Hey, dude, you want to buy some drugs? That's him, not me. The child's the corrupt one. I am innocent here. We'll let him get into the colony. We have a trade spot, so he'll head up here. Sam, what are you efficiently unloading inventory? Okay, yes. True. Okay, fine. I do want that stove put in, though. You delivered to it. Can you actually build it? Hauling steel. Okay. Do it, though. Do the thing. Why do you have to go get the steel all the way over here? Do we use up all of our steel already? I did nerf the starting steel in exchange for more wood. So it looks like we might have actually used up all of our steel. Erie, why don't you go trade with this child? See what stuff they have. Let's go trade Pokemon cards with this 13-year-old kid. They have pemmican. Actually, I probably want to buy that. Sure. Hopefully this pemmican's not made out of human meat or contains meat. Unspecified meat. Okay. That... I just bought strange meat from a random street urchin. This is a little sketchy. Sam, what are you... You still hauling steel back for that stove, dude? Alright. Well, it's nighttime, so we'll pause here. This kind child left us his hat, apparently. A trapper hat. What fun. Gila monster skin trapper hat. Sure. And Sam felt like it was a good idea to build the stove before he went to sleep, so props on him. Except the sun is coming up and he hasn't gone to sleep yet. That's kind of bad. Goodbye, tiny child. Thank you for coming, actually. You were quite useful. More so than I was expecting you to be. Alright, well, everybody's back up again. We're definitely running out of pemmican today. He actually drank milk. Do they like milk? Yeah, actually... You know what? I need to set up some restrictions here. Alright, I fixed the restrictions. Nothing special there, just obvious stuff, you know. Don't eat corpses. Don't eat your neighbor. That kind of stuff. We got a few points here to spend on our lightning mage. So, she has right now Amp, Lightning Bolt, and Lightning Cloud. I've never seen her start with 3 spells before, I don't think. That's pretty neat. Amp is useful because we do get a debuff if we don't use magic for a little while. The colony wants to see magic used a lot, so... Amp is a nice spell for her to just cast arbitrarily, which is why I just got a point here. But I don't think I need to improve efficiency or anything. This is just for use when that debuff is kicking in and we want to remove it. I think I like Lightning Bolt, especially at this stage the most, because it allows us to just zap somebody to death real quick, which is pretty useful. So I think I'm just going to push points into power here and call that good. Let's get the bills set up on the stove. I'm going to go for... Let's do fine meal forever. Fine meal times 4 forever. Move that up. And let's try and do some hunting, I think, right away to start churning out fine meals. Because if we just use the food we're bringing in for regular vegetarian meals, we'll get a debuff. So I think we're going to try and see if we can push straight to fine meals. So I'm going to probably go hunt those camels. Oh, there's not supposed to be this stuff here. Whoops. Pretend you didn't see that. I was supposed to delete all that. I deleted most of it. Ooh, we got some triceratops. That's cool. We're going to hunt these camels. I'm not really excited about hunting camels that are over near some triceratops. Let's hunt that camel. Bunch of camels down there. We could also tame some of these, which is probably a good idea. What are you? You're an emu? I ain't messing with no goddamn emu. I'm not gonna get killed by an emu. Let's hunt all these camels. Oh, what are you guys? Catoblepaws. You're like really crazy ass cows. Got it. Let's actually look at the tab here. There is no penalty for trying to tame one of these. Cape Buffalo, oversized head, blah blah blah. Special abilities, turn people to stone. I'm concerned about you. How do you turn people to stone? Primary role, paralyzing ranged. Interesting. Dare I try to tame these? I mean, they're pretty cool sounding. Do we have anything else from Magical Menagerie? No, we should... Why do we tame a breeding pair of Catoblepaws? What's your age, friend? Your age is... Life expectancy is 13. Why do I not see records? Age. Where is it? Maybe I'm just scrolling too fast, skimming through, and I'm missing the obvious thing. I could have sworn age was on this tab. Oh, it's on health. Age 2. That's perfect. You are the perfect age. That was this first male. Let's tame you. And number 2. We could also just do this. Maybe this is better. Male age 2. Wait, what? Ah, female age 5. No health issues. Let's tame you. Yeah, you. Oh, because I clicked on the camel. That's why I clicked on this male the first time. Okay, we'll tame both of those. Those might provide a pretty good defense for us in the early game. I don't think we'll fuck with these desert aves. Those will murder us too. This camel is just peacing out. Are you leaving? Uh-oh, that's a bad sign if the camels are leaving. 46 degrees. Mad iguana. Okay. Oh, they're coming for you, Eerie. Now's the perfect time to try out lightning bolt. Yup, that's a dead-ass iguana. You did it. Oh, sorry, you don't have to be drafted anymore. Yeah, there you go. Haul that iguana in for me. Okay. Farley's out here hunting. Or trying to. He's not putting in a very good show of it, but I suppose it takes a few shots to down a camel. You've hit it once. Sure. Okay. Well, we've got most of this built. Research bench is ready. Let's see. What do we want to do for our first research? I honestly don't even know. There's a lot of interesting possibilities here, like steam power. Burning coal. That sounds pretty cool. We do have some steampunk stuff in the mod pack, too. We could get telegraphs to trade with our friends. We could do, like, batteries. We could push, like, sterile materials for a hospital. We could also look at smithing, which might be good. Meat hook, wood burning stove, some tile types. Why don't I think about this and I'll come back when I have a decision. Okay, I've decided that our research is going to be scarecrows first. It's very quick and cheap, and I think a scarecrow would look really cool in the field, and we don't have any like really pressing research needs. What we need to do is we really need to get food going, which we're doing right now. So, yeah, find meals. We have plenty of veg. Can I get you to butcher first? If you butcher first, that camel, you'll have meat to make them in batches of 4. And then why don't we set up an additional build down here for jerky? So if we have any stray meat left over, they can make some jerky. So that will basically preserve the meat longer so it doesn't decay, which will be pretty useful. This stockpile is going to get filled up pretty fast. We should consider putting in some different storage. So if we go to the storage mod, we can put in a food basket. Ah, yes. Our faction name will be Doomstone Triumvirate. Is that how you spell triumvirate? I think so. Let's call it the Doomstone Triumvirate. And then our settlement is Doomstone. Boom. What do we got for a food basket? We have plenty of granite and plenty of nothing else. Well, we have 60 sandstone. Takes 80 though? Yeah, 80. Alright, let's use valuable granite on a food basket. Why not? Psychic drone low, visitors. Alright, psychic drone low is probably not going to matter much. Ooh, the elder things are visiting. Ooh, spooky. Okay, we have the elder things from visiting from the Arctic, I guess. Where are they coming in? There they are. Yep, okay, this one's having a little bit of a time. What's your problem? Why are you a big, weird glob? Don't worry about that. Let's, oh, maybe it's because it's riding something that it shouldn't be? No, that one rode in on a camel and just fine. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Let's go trade with this monster. What do you got for me? You have carnivore lavish meals. Wow. You have medicine. You have a bionic wing. You have a laser gun? I'm not sure that's allowed. To be fair, they are space aliens, so it's probably fine if they have a laser gun. We won't be using these. I don't think we're going to buy anything. I think we'll sit on our components. The meals are probably not worth the cost, really. And the stockpile is filling up pretty quickly, but once we get this built, it should be pretty fine. I'm probably going to throw in a floor in here too. Just a wooden floor. What are you doing, Sam? Oh, you're hunting at a higher priority. Yeah, that's true. I need you to build, though. Yeah, you need to go build, not hunt. Thank you for the camel. I appreciate it, but we do need... Oh, that's their camel. I was just about to hunt it. I was like, oh, a camel came by. Let's murder it. But let's not do that. Alright, I wanted to get the room plan for Farley, but since we weren't building anything today, we didn't get that far. Okay, apparently my Carnotaurus got completely mauled by a camel, so that's fun. Erie's on her way to patch up Manic. Mangled Eye, that's pretty bad. What happened to you? Where is this camel? Did you just eat it entirely? They might have just devoured the camel straight up. Is this guy's always going to be a member of the Forgotten to Bury My Poop Club? That's just weird. All right, sure. Oh, the rats are coming in. So we have a rat mod where food that rots spawns rats. So that might get crazy. Hello, gazelle. That is a lot of gazelle. Ah, I failed the tame. We're going to try and get those guys. Second drone ending. Do we get any animals in yet? No. Heat stroke kicking in. That sucks a lot. Sam, can you please build all this stuff? All right, Violet coming in with a Bowie knife. All right, Violet. Chemical interest, but tough and kind. Not bad at all. Only 17? What is your Wayland Yutani ideology here? Svahism. Oh man, deities. Neat. We'll let you... Okay, let's get everybody rounded up, I suppose. Well, everybody's kind of already here, so we can just keep an eye on them, and as long as they don't really wander away too far. Okay, where are you at? Where are you at? Violet, can you hurry up? We're playing on a large map because I want to build, a big township, so it's going to take raids a little while longer to reach us. Oh, are they preparing? They must be preparing. Yeah, she's preparing. Never mind then. Ah, there they go. All right, let's form up. Yeah, you can ride the bull. That's fine, I suppose. Should I lightning bolt her? Is that more likely or less likely to kill her, I wonder? Sure, let's zap her. Or not? Zap her? Zip zap. Oh, she's dead. Was that the lightning bolt that killed her? Yeah, lightning caused her to perish. Okay, maybe we shouldn't lightning bolt people that we want to take alive. Alright, I'm not too concerned about that, though. It's fine. Bowie knife, are you any good? We don't have a melee colonist, but 6.25 melee damage? I mean, it looks like that's a bit better than the Springfield rifle. We're not going to use it, I don't think. We should get a mass grave put in. Let's put the mass grave in somewhere maybe kind of away from the town more. We can stick it in over here around this corner. That's a fine spot for it. Then we've built mostly everything. Sam, can you please, build this wall? We're getting heat stroke kicking in on Farley here. In my test saves, Farley's equipment loadout resulted in him being the one who got heat stroke all the time. So we need to make sure that his... Sam! Why, Sam? Why? Alright, if you want to do that, I'm not going to force him to do anything tonight, I don't think. We'll let him just build normally until he decides to go to bed. Oh, actually, the lamp is a really good thing to build. Well, we're in the dark here cooking. So we should force that. Actually, straight up, just switch over to the lamp. Get that in real quick. I know it's night, and I should let you go to bed, probably, but yeah. Oh, fuck. Well, he went back to do it anyway. To be fair, he is for construction, so can't really hold it against him. All right, we got our first catoblepas. So let's look at these guys. They are same level of management as the other animals. We don't need a pen for them. Let's make sure we flag these guys for training too. With enough animals running around, there's maybe an argument to put somebody else on animal duty. 1 and a 2. I'd rather try to recruit somebody first. Well, there goes Sam. What else did I do here? I flagged a bunch of stuff for harvesting, a bunch of lumber, because we are... Make sure I'm not mining that peach tree. Harvesting, chopping down that peach tree. Oh, the aurochs are making more aurochs. Dolores is indeed pregnant. Oh, this is actually a great name because of Westworld. That works pretty funny there. Anyway, what was I saying? We need more wood. We need a lot of wood if we're going to build some houses. We're going to basically build every house out of wood because it gives it that, frontier vibe. We'll use a little bit of stone here and there maybe for something or other. Thank you. This should be all of the veg in the world. Make this critical. Look at all those meals. This is annoying. We get these fine meals that are vegetarian if we use milk instead of meat. But if I turn off milk, we won't use the milk ever. So I think we'll just take these as they come. These fine meals will give us like +4, -4 or something like that. Let's see if we can see it here. +5, -4. So these are +1, I think, overall. Because I think it's -4 for not eating meat in our colony. And a lot of these are going to decay. What we should do, maybe, is do fine meals until we have, like, 20 floating around. And then we can turn any extra meat we get into jerky. And then every time we bring in a carcass, we'll just top off the fine meat stockpile or make jerky, which lasts longer. Although the cows are going to eat our meals. I'm okay with that for now, because these are going to rot. So if the animals want to eat them, I think that's all right. All right, so for the sewage, we're just going to treat this like everybody treated their sewage in the 1800s. We're just going to go kick it into the river and ignore it. There we go. Yep, it's just we're smart enough to at least put it downstream from where we live, and it'll just wash away, and we won't have to worry about it. I really need wood. Farley, what are you doing? Harvesting berry brush, harvesting cactus. Yes, okay. So you're doing what I need you to do. You're getting that wood hauled in. We finished our scarecrow research. We need hay grass to make a scarecrow. So I have that set to be done. Don't look at that mechanoid shell. That doesn't exist. That's not a real thing. I decided to knock out farm props. That way when we build the farmhouse for Farley soon, we can have the props ready to go for that. Did my other Catoblepas leave? No, it's still flagged to be tamed. We could tame more of these. Let's go take a look at them down here. We can hit all the males to be tamed, because then as soon as they tame one, we can just ignore it, right? We just want 2 of them, really. So yeah, let's just set them all to be tamed. Also, that's another thing that's taking up a lot of Sam's time right now. Well, apparently not. Apparently fishing is what takes up this time. Fishing in the rain. Fair enough, Sam. Fair enough. I would really like you, actually, to build those stools so you guys stop eating not at a table. But it doesn't look like we have enough wood. Oh, because Farley only fell through to cutting wood when he ran out of wood in the stove to cook with. Yeah. We might want to force Farley to do some lumber harvesting. No recreation for you right now, my friend. Go cut down some trees real quick. Like 4 of them, and then you can go to sleep. Yeah, you can ride the cow around. That's perfectly fine. One thing we're going to have to watch with the Giddy Up mod is when we get actual farm animals that need to be in a pen, we need to remove them from the allowed list from being used as mounts, or else they'll drop them outside of the pens all the time, and then they'll wind up wandering away. And we don't want that to happen. How are you doing, Manic? Scratch scar and a mangled scar. Well, shit, man. You really got messed up by that camel, didn't you? Pregnant early stage. She is known to be the gentle giant. What about our other animals? What about you? What's your deal? Train or wait a few days? You are a calm, horribly slow stalker. Phantom. That is perfect with your name, but also, what the fuck, my dude? What are you stalking? You're a cow. You're a big ancient proto-cow. Like, why are you like that? I don't know what your deal is, my friend. All right, Sam, what are you doing right now? Washing? Fine. Good idea. Do wash your hands. And then you washed your hands before you went to the bathroom. Okay. Taming. I need stools built. You're going to go build me some stools. You made some stool. Now you're going to make some more stool. Okay. Nope. Build the other one, please. Please build me some bar stools. Okay. Now they'll at least have a table. We are playing with a mod that changes the penalties. Speaking of penalties, Eerie, I need you to amp yourself to get rid of that debuff. Dreamt about being mind controlled. We were injected with mind control drugs forcefully. Okay, sure. 8 without table, here yeah. 8 without table is only a -1 in this mod pack. We've got a survival focused readjustment to expectations. So that's adjusted that a little bit. Yeah, now we have 1 here on magic use instead of a penalty for not using magic. So that's pretty good. Dreamt about my ex-partner. Please stop bothering me in your sleep. Vagabond desires alms. Can't recall a bad dream. Interesting. Chook. Begging for 26 herbal. 26 herbal medicine, my dude? Whoa, 26? We only have like 27, my dude. I can't do that. I can't. Oh, look at this. This is really cool. What do we got going on? Hard sandstorm. Oh, cool. That's regrowth. Oh, yeah, we've regrowth. I forgot some of the mods I put in the mod pack, honestly. Did anybody build a mass grave? Yes, but we need to deliver... Eerie, you're in a really good mood. Why don't you get this corpse buried, please? Get her out of here. Yeah, get rid of that kid before anybody sees it. Sorry, Chuck, I cannot help you out. I think we're going to be good people, and we're not going to, like, deliberately abduct people randomly. So we're not going to, like, steal her or anything. Alright, how are we doing on wood? Oh my gosh, we have a lot of jerky, though. Not a lot of wood. Actually, we have none. Any wood we do get has gone straight into being used. Sam, no, I mean Farley, can I get you to harvest some trees right away again? And why don't you harvest some cactuses? There's a tree for you. Yeah, get that chopped down. That way Sam has some wood to build with here. Even though it's probably about nighttime, we can at least get these harvested. Alright, everybody's turning in for the night with this raging sandstorm. I think we'll end this first episode here. Yeah, so let me know what you think of the new series.